Hey guys, Monster here, and here's the video I promised you a couple weeks ago on my knife rotation. And you might be looking at this and be like, what in God's name is that? This is the Frost Cutlery, I don't know, the Eagle 2, something like that. Don't worry, this is not my knife rotation. There's a story behind this. When I was about 13, 14 years old, this was my first pocket knife. Not this exact one, because I lost it, it broke over the years, but recently, as being a more mature knife owner, I grabbed it out of nostalgia, about $4 on eBay. I bought it for 3 at a gun shop. I was with my grandfather, and I got it. But I have this kind of as like a nostalgic symbol. I look at it, and it just shows my love for the hobby and the passion I have for the hobby in this community. So I keep it and I look at it from time to time because it does remind me of why I got into it and why I love it so much. Now, to start the rotation, in the beginning of it, I will explain that I go from this knife down to the last knife in the end of the rotation, and then after that knife, I come back to this. Every new knife I get comes after that last knife, and then it just, because right now I'm about halfway through my rotation, you'll see that, so the knives at the end are my new ones, and I'm kind of eager to try them out, but I like to stick with my rotation. This was my first legitimate Spyderco I got. It's the Spyderco Manix 2 Lightweight in CDS BD1 steel. Great steel. A lot of knife for $84 and 3 ounces, so I recommend it as a good first Spyderco. I mean, any Spyderco is a good first Spyderco. And then after that, I had purchased the Delica 4 in the green VG10. I like it. Good, lightweight little slicer. It's a little too small for me. I do prefer the heavier blades. You'll see that coming up. So there's the Delica 4. And then after that, these kind of go in order of purchase. Not really, like this one and the PM2 after this. Just the way I originally set it up, that's how it was. And I don't know why I didn't switch it, but I don't want to change it. But this one I got after the Para 2. It is the Para 3. And I don't like the combo edge, but my wife got it for me for Christmas with a Spyderco dog tag for free. You got this and a Spyderco dog tag for $119. And it's really not that big of a deal. I wouldn't purchase one with it. It's just not my preference. I don't like the serrations, even though Spyderco has some of the best serrations out there, which is why I don't mind it and I still carry it. The compression lock is probably my favorite lock out of all Spydercos. I like this knife so much that Blade HQ just announced the Para 3 Lightweight with the FRN, the wire clip, so I'm going to be grabbing one of those. I have one pre-ordered. Great lightweight alternative if you like the Para 2, but it's too big and heavy. Speaking of the Para 2, you saw this in my last EDC update. Great knife. This is what really started my addiction with Spyderco and started my life for it after the Bird, which you'll see coming up. But this is a great knife, great workhorse of a knife. This was the one I wanted for a while, but I just didn't feel like spending $119, $125 on it at the time. Now they're like $140, $150. I don't know why Spyderco jacked up the prices, but they unfortunately did. But it's a great first knife. It is a little pricey now, but it's a great, great knife. And then after that, what is in my pocket this week, which is the knife that comes after that, is the Spyderco Tenacious in 8CR13 MOV. You'll notice a lot of my knives are in 8CR because right now I'm kind of into the budget realm. I'm kind of getting out of Spydercos, and I'm getting into Kershaw, CRKTs, things like that. But with the new Spydercos coming out, I'm going to be getting back into them with the new Endoras and the paramilitaries and all that kind of stuff. But I had to get the green one because, as you'll notice the theme here with green, I love the color. You should know that now by watching my videos. But anyway, this is a really good knife. It's lightweight. It's super sharp. Again, flies out of there if you know how to do it. Great knife. That's what's in my pocket this week. And then my Bird. Probably my first really high quality knife other than the Buck 110 because I got the Frost Eagle, Buck 110, and then this. And in between I carry Tac Force knives, which I'm not a fan of. If that's what you carry, that's what you can afford, go for it. I'm all for what you can afford and what you can carry and what you like. But this was my first Spyderco-ish knife. As you can see, 8CR13 MOV kind of got me in love with 8CR, which is not the best steel. It's really soft, but if you keep up on it, strop it every now and then, sharpen it when you need to, it's reliable and it's sharp, and it does keep its edge if you know what you're doing. So this knife is the same one that I got when I was probably about 16. So I've had it ever since, and I refuse to let it go, and it's still in my rotation, even though it's probably one of the cheaper knives in my rotation. And then what started my love for Kershaw is the Blair. Amazon was having a sale for these on Black Friday. I got it for about $30. Again, I carry Tac Force for every now and then because I had no idea about knives. They were about $8. They were what I could afford at the time. So I had one opened up in my pocket, sliced my left hand pretty good. It was the knife's fault completely because of the design it was. I know I shouldn't blame the knife, but because of the poor construction quality, it opened on me. So I stayed away from spring assist for a while, and I, as you can see, stuck with manuals. But this kind of opened me up to high quality spring assist. But it's a good Kershaw, a little pricey. But if you can find a good deal on it, I'd jump on it. The S30V version is a really good one. This one, I think, is an AUS-8 or 8CR. I'm not too sure. But they run about $58 at Walmart, $60, something like that. I'm not going to be able to fit them all, so let's just put those over there. The next Kershaw I purchased was the Fault Line. I love the color and the blade shape. Again, I'm pretty sure it's 8CR13 MOV. Yep, great price. It's a great knife. The review I posted on it is the only issue I have on it, where the rubber here tends it to be kind of a pain getting in and out of the pocket, but other than that, it's a great little knife. I like it a lot. For about 25 to $30, I think. And then coming to that Buck 110 I was talking about, I had a Buck 110, and it was a great knife, but there were some problems I had with it. It was too heavy, didn't have a pocket clip, didn't have a thumb stud. The Buck 110 Slim Hunter that had recently come out in 2018, I picked one up because I liked the green. Pocket clip, lightweight, thumb stud. Fixed all the issues I had with the knife. Even though it's still a great knife, I'd still carry a Buck 110 if I had one. I don't have one other than this one. I recommend it if those are the issues you have with it. I wish it had some jimping up here, because I choke up a lot on my knives, and I just wish there was some jimping on it. Other than that, it is pretty much perfect. I can't say anything really bad about it except the pocket clip. It does extend a little over the, I don't know if this, I think it's just injection molded plastic. I don't know what it is. But it sticks up over it, so it does make it kind of hard to get into the pocket. But other than that, it's a great knife. After that, my first Ontario knife, the Rat 1 in AUS-8. Walmart was having a Black Friday sale for, I think, $20. I got it for AUS-8. I do want to get the D2 version. I want to get the D2 with the black blade so I can tell the difference and I have to look at them. But it's a great knife. It's a great workhorse. It is so sharp. Again, if you keep up with the AUS-8, the 8CR13 MOV, they'll stay sharp. You just have to keep up on them. And then after that, what started me on CRKTs is the Pilar. The Pilar Large is what actually is what made me go out and get this one. Because I want to try that one in D2. I want to get the D2 version. But I grabbed this for $20. And you know what? I don't regret it. It is probably the smoothest little knife I've ever had. It is a chubby little guy. I mean, he is heavy, but tell you what, probably the best ergonomics I've ever had on a pocket knife or a knife in general. It is, I mean, I could hold this thing all day long. It's amazing. Again, I think it's 8CR13 MOV, but it is a great knife. I mean, grab one now if you can. Best-selling knife of 2018, I think. Could be wrong. For me, probably one of my most favorite purchases of 2018, I'll tell you that what. So, last knife, which is the last one in the rotation, and probably one of the more, because I have not carried this one or the next knife in my rotation. I have another knife coming, hopefully this week. eBay seller hasn't shipped it out yet. It is a CRKT Caligo. I'm going to explain the prices after I'm done with all these knives. I'll tell you where I got them and how much and stuff like that. And that is, I'm very skeptical about Chinese companies. But the Steel Cut Jack is, throughout the community, the EDC community, knife community, whatever, not really negative things on this knife at all. It's pretty much all positive. And I can see why. It is a great knife. I mean, I haven't carried it yet, but man, it feels amazing. And obviously the green, as you could tell with green, I'm kind of obsessed. So it's great. Haven't carried it yet, but I like that I can really choke up on it. And another knife I really wanted to try in D2. It kind of made me try a couple different things. Chinese companies that I weren't so sure on, it, made me think twice about that. Along with, I haven't tried anything in D2 yet. So it kind of knocks a couple things out of the park for me when it comes to me wanting to try stuff. So the Manix 2 I got on Amazon for, at the time, $74. The Delica I got on Amazon for $64. The Para 3 and the dog tag I got on Blade HQ for $119 both. It was a Christmas deal. Para 2, $119 on Blade HQ. Tenacious I got on Amazon for $38. Bird I actually went through my eBay history. I got this on eBay for $19. Kershaw I got on Amazon for $30. Black Friday sale. Got this off Amazon for $24. Got this off Blade HQ. I pre-ordered it actually, and I got it for, you know what? I think about $22. This I got at Walmart for $20 on sale. This I got on Amazon for, I believe, $24.90 something. And got this off eBay. This was kind of an interesting knife. For whatever reason, I had a $10 off coupon on eBay. It's $42.99 everywhere. Same thing on eBay. So I used my $10 off coupon, got it for $30. And the Caligo I'm getting is even weirder. For whatever reason, I found a seller everywhere the Caligo, however you say it, is $32.99. This guy's selling them brand new in the packaging. Now, they're not the standard CRKT boxes. They come in a clamshell retail store packaging, so I don't know if he bought them in bulk for cheap, but he selling them for $20, and I had a $5 off coupon. So I got the Caligo for $15. Couldn't pass that up, right? The next knife after that I plan on getting is the, I think it's believe Western Cutlery Honey Badger, the Honey Badger, if I could speak English. The Honey Badger in 8CR, the large green version. So look forward to that. But yeah, guys, this is my knife rotation at the moment, my pocket knife collection, if you will. So tell me what you guys have. Give me some suggestions. I really don't like going over 150 on a pocket knife. It's just, for what I carry them, it's just, I'm not into high-end pocket knives. It's just not who I am. My budget doesn't really afford it, so I don't really plan on spending more than $150 on a knife. To me, I could get a gun for anything over $150, just save up, get another firearm. So if you want to leave some suggestions on what I could get next, let me know, and let me know what you have. Let me know what you think of my collection, and I'll tell you what I think of yours if you let me know. Thanks, guys.